Hey everybody, welcome to the QuiverCast.
You go left, I go right. Man, this wave is out of sight. Going surfing, going surfing, going surfing with friends.
All right, everyone, welcome back to the QuiverCast. I am very, very stoked to have Sammy Lowe on the show. How are you, Sammy?
Good, thanks, Mike. Thanks for having me on here. Yeah, stoked to be a part of it.
Marked Absent just came out, a movie you made in the last, 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Such a good movie. Rad. What gave you the idea to make that short film?
Oh, thanks heaps, Mike. Well, over here in Oz, we're lucky to have a good junior program, and it's like the under-18 circuit. Graduated that last year, and it was my last year of school, and I sort of just wanted to knuckle down on school and get it done, and wasn't going to do too many contests. So one of my best mates from who I grew up with at Port, like where we grew up, we were like, all right, let's just film what we do around winter and see where it goes. And we ended up doing a couple trips, and we had a pretty fun winter at home. So we put it all together, and that's what we came up with.
So good. There's some heavy waves in there too, some situations. Were you guys looking for the heavier waves, or were you just looking for good conditions? Like, what was the concept of the movie?
I guess being from the South Coast, we're pretty lucky to get barreled a lot, and like having my dad push me into waves like that when I was younger, I'm pretty comfortable in those bigger barreling waves. I'd say that's probably my forte. So we sort of did try and chase the biggest swells and try and get as barreled as we could to like showcase to everyone like that's what we're good at doing.
Yeah. Was it like last minute flights to like Western Oz? I'm guessing that's where you went. The waves look like Western Oz, maybe Indo. I don't know. Where'd you guys go on that film?
I did a West Oz trip with Dane Henry and Mathan Flynn. Dane was shooting for Snap 5, and we just finished a contest in Phillip Island, and we'll just go, hopefully get some waves. But most of the trips that we did were just like during school holidays, and they were booked months out. Like they were just like, we're just feeling the waters a bit, I guess, with this film and just trying to see what we could do. And yeah, it's like a starting base for what's to come in the future. One of the Indo trips was the QS that I was doing, and we just had like a couple of free surfs in and around the heats, and yeah, just got pretty lucky, I guess, with where we went. We just scored fun waves.
How old are you? 19? 18?
18, okay. Yeah.
In your 18 years, how much traveling have you done?
Yeah, I've done a lot. I did a lot. Did a lot before what I can remember with Dad when he was still on the tour. I traveled for 2 years around the world with them. And then once I started surfing, I've done a couple Hawaii seasons, heaps of Indo trips, and yeah, visited some other cool places as well.
Is there any Hawaii in that marked absent?
There's a couple waves at the very end of it, but we didn't have the idea when I went to the season. So I sort of used all my clips on social media before we started filming, so we didn't use any of them.
Was a camera following you every session, or was it just certain sessions that you made?
Just certain sessions.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, Zach works a full-time job and I go to school full-time. So like lots of surfing, we weren't filming. We were just like, I'd just surf before and after school. But if the waves like sort of looked half promising, we'd try and link up, but it was pretty hard. Like he's working 9 to 5. I got to be at school at 8:10 every morning. So you have like an hour before and after school to try and shoot at home. So it was pretty tricky.
If the waves were firing, were you missing school, or are you still going?
Oh, my mum's a teacher, so she wasn't too happy about it, but definitely missed a couple of days.
That's funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knew though you were gone, huh?
Yeah, she was like, oh, you keep saying it's the best day ever. You've said it like 10 times this year already. I was like, yeah, I know. Every day's getting better. No.
Okay. And we'll talk about your dad later, but she should know from your dad already, right?
Yeah, exactly. She's pretty good with it. Like, I guess some parents would just say no, but she was like, oh, yeah, if you have to.
The editing of it, the soundtrack's really good. It all fits with the song. So I don't know how to do film, to be honest with you. But from a visual, like hanging out and watching something before you go surf to stoke you, that's a good film. It's a great film.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike. That's what we're going for. We teamed up with a local band from like the Illawarra Hockey Dad. They've sort of blown up the last couple of years. They got so many sick tracks and heaps of listeners and stuff, and they had a new album. We were sort of like, we're doing this and you guys have got something else coming out, like let's join forces. And we use a soundtrack and cross promote each other. And the drummer Billy, he helped us a lot with the editing, but Zach is so talented at what he does, and he really wants to work in the industry, and like that piece really just showcases how good he is for such a young age. Like he's incredible.
Yeah, he really is good. You guys as a team, it came out great. How much did you have to put in with the editing? Did you choose the ways you wanted and where they were at in the movie?
Yeah, we sat down like probably for like 2 weeks, just like a Saturday and a couple of days a week, and we sort of just picked and choose what parts we wanted and sort of like lined up the home section and Indo section and the WA section to like the 4 different songs. So yeah, I had a lot of input in that sort of side of it, like the flow and the actual cinematography part. Zach just like his artistic side of his brain sort of took that control, and I just had to do the surfing, but and sort of
He
helped out with
nailed it.
editing
He did
too.
a great job. How much went to the floor? How much footage did you not use? Was there a lot or
Yeah, a lot.
that's a
We
bummer?
sort of came into a problem the last 2 months of filming where everywhere we went, we were trying to do airs, trying to do turns, and every wave we went just was tubing, and we just like couldn't stop getting barreled, and it was getting like frustrating. Like, oh, it's meant to be howling onshore today, and it's just offshore in 6 foot tubes, and we're like, far out. We've got enough barrels. Yeah, it was
That's funny.
funny.
Yeah. In a good way. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
since you brought that up, would you rather do an air or would you rather get barreled?
I'd rather get barreled for sure, but
All right.
like
That's
it's good to do both.
and most of the waves are I mean, you start off with some good right handers, but
Yeah.
I feel like a majority of the movie in my head is a lot of lefts.
Yeah, we've got one crazy right-hander at home, and those first few clips
Yeah.
were out there, and then it sort of like this winter, it sort of really didn't get that good. So like we would have wanted bigger waves out there. Sort of didn't really get over like 4 to 6 foot. Yeah, we had a weird winter, like had heaps of northeast swells, and that's why there's heaps more lefts than it's than rights, which is super unusual for like an Australian winter. Usually we just get bombarded with big south swells, but the north swells just made sick lefts, so I was pretty stoked as a goofy footer.
Yeah. Excellent movie. Everyone needs to see it. I'll put the link on in the show notes on this. Yeah, stoked on the movie.
Yeah,
Good job, both you
yeah,
guys.
sick.
So let's go way backwards. Obviously, your dad's Mick Lowe. Do you remember your first time surfing?
My first time, I probably don't remember it, but I can sort of like picture it because there's photos of it and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I don't like necessarily remember it. But the photos show like me laying on the nose of Dad's Mao when I was like 2, just like holding on tight to the nose, and he's just surfing around. But I can remember like my first couple surfs, like when I had my first board and like yeah, stuff like that.
Was surfing something you felt like you wanted to do? Did you fall in love with it right off the bat?
I guess like yeah, we grew up like on the beach, so I sort
Hmm.
of didn't really have a like I had a choice, but it was like it was right there, and if I didn't do it, then I was pretty silly. So yeah, but like
Yeah.
I fell in love with it. I caught the bug straight away.
Do you still have the bug today?
Yeah, oh, 100%. Yeah, I froth out so hard.
As you're improving through these years, all these years, you're only 18. The better you get at surfing, does that actually make the bug get worse? Do you want it more?
The better I get, like the more I have it, the more I want to go surfing, so that I keep progressing. Yeah, I feel like it hasn't died. It's just got stronger.
When did comps get into your life? Did you ask for those or did your dad just sign you up one day?
Well, yeah, like I said before, we have a big, it's like a circuit. It starts at under 12s.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
sort of started them pretty late. I didn't like most kids were doing them when they were like 10, and Dad held me back, and like we just kept getting better. And then yeah, I did my first one when I was like 12, and then yeah, I sort of fell in love with competitive surfing. That's where my head's at.
So what drives you to compete?
I don't know. I love watching the CT and stuff like that, but I feel like there's so much more to it than just normal surfing. Like it's strategy, and
Hmm.
like the best person doesn't always win. There's so much more to it. Yeah, you got to be smart and be able to think on your feet and deal with nerves and pressure and stuff like that. And that just fires me up. Just get a different feeling when I'm in the jersey to when I'm just surfing normally.
As you're free surfing, let's say it's 5 foot at home and
Yeah.
pretty good. Do you have a different mentality when you're out there with your boys and maybe the girls down the street or whoever's surfing the local crew than you do when you
Yeah.
have a jersey on?
Yeah, definitely. Feel like you can switch in and out. Like
Okay, you can.
we can cruise and just have heaps of fun and just surf for fun. And then if I got a comp coming up, I'll start like trying to dial in. And then
Mm.
the day of the comp, I'll like switch into full comp mode. But I feel like that's a really, really important thing is being able to switch in and out. Like you don't want to be a tool in the surf and be that dude that's hassling and always thinks they're in the jersey. Yeah, it's a really important skill is being able to cruise and have fun and then, yeah, dial in when you have to too.
Have you seen the guys out there that think they're, Joe
Oh,
Pro?
yeah, definitely. You go to Bali on any any swell you see 80 of them out Uluwatu thinking that they're in the CT hustling little teenage girls. It's pretty ridiculous.
Okay. What do you think of them at that moment if they're calling you off a wave or whatever?
I don't know. I feel like you can almost look into it, and those people are like the crew that never really made it. They haven't given up the dream, so every free surf's like another step closer to the CT, but they're tripping.
Okay, so now I feel bad for them. The way you put it, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's sort of how it happens.
All right, I like that. Where's your favorite place to surf? Is it at home or do you have like elsewhere?
I really like Indo's sick, all the left, but I feel like the more I go away, the more fortunate I feel that where I live and where I've grown up, like it's seriously one of the best places in the world. We're so blessed with slabs, beaches, point breaks. Yeah, so the more I travel, the more I realize like how good it is at home. So I feel like home's always going to hold that place. Yeah, I love it here.
Explain to us, like in America or something, what are the waves like at home?
We're so lucky. So we get like north swells, south swells, east swells all year, and every different swell can change the way the coastline looks. You can go to one beach in a south swell and it's a dead closeout, and then a northeast swell, it looks like Skeleton Bay. So it's just,
Wow.
we're just a mixture of, 6 beach breaks. We got hell long right point break, and then, so many slabs within like a half an hour area. Yeah, it's awesome.
You start off at the beachy probably, right?
Started off in the beachy, but then, because Dad was still surfing the slabs a lot, I got out there pretty young, so didn't have a choice in that aspect.
Okay, so when you got out there, do you remember the first heavy section where you got like maybe a little concerned?
There was this one session that we had, I think I was 8 or 9, and Mick Fanning and Mason Ho were staying at our house to chase this swell. And it was like 8 to 10 foot, and I was just proper shitting it. My mum and my nan and pop like on the rocks watching, and then this like 10-foot wash through came through, and I thought I was going to die. That was like a pretty vivid memory. First wave of the session, Mason went over the falls and punctured his lung and didn't surf for the rest of the trip. And then I was like this 8-year-old grom, and then wash throughs came, and then Dad was like, "Stop being a bitch," and just pushed me onto one, and I got a pretty sick little barrel. Yeah, so that was. I feel like that was the changing point, like getting one on the head and being sweet, and that sort of fired me up.
Why?
I feel like once you fall off and you feel like you can't get hurt, then what's there to be scared of? Like if you've dealt with it, then you may as well put your head down and get the best waves.
Did that help in your surfing?
Yeah, for sure. Being pushed when I was younger has definitely helped me now. Like you see kids do the comps now. If it's over 6 foot, they get like a bit timid. But I just like the bigger it gets for me, the more confident I get, and the more
really,
for sure, 100%. I
see that in the film. I can see that in the film. Do you actually long for the heavier, bigger waves?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, like if I see swell on the charts and it looks pretty sick, I get super excited more than like 4 foot like little fun waves. I just love to get big tubes, but also do turns and stuff and everything like that. Like, I feel like I've got a good mix of everything.
The surfing at home, who were some of the guys you were looking up to besides your dad? Was there a crew?
Yeah, Parish Byrne. I know you did an interview with him. Yeah. PV's a sick legend, and we have had a couple like really good surfers coming out of like the Gong. Jake Spooner used to be on the tour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Dad Dean Bowen is another one that I look up to a lot too. So pretty fortunate to have people like the generation above me paving the way, but then also someone that's near my age is Lennox Smith. He's pushing the boundaries and pushing the limits too. So yeah, lucky to have a good crop of people to follow.
Do you learn something different from all of them, or like what do you learn from them?
I think there's different parts of the surfing you can take out. Dino is like a madman, so I can sort of take out like his technique and stuff in his bigger ways, and then obviously Parish is like a comp wizard, so it's good to look at him and ask him for tips and stuff for when I'm in the jersey.
That's cool. When you're dealing with the outside crowd, the outside noise, how do you stay focused?
I just like to like before heat and there's heaps of noise going on and stuff like that. I feel like just being by myself, I like to just cruise and just do my own thing and almost embrace the noise too. Yeah, be fortunate for like where you are and think about the smaller things that make you feel less like noisy. I feel like that's pretty important for me.
Do you see your other competitors acting differently? Have you tried other methods?
Yeah, when I was younger, I tried a bunch of different things. Like, I don't know, different things. But now I feel like, yeah, it's just the calmer I am because I get naturally pretty like excited and G'd up for a comp. Like I almost got to calm myself down now and just take it a bit slower. And that's when I do my best surfing is when I'm super relaxed.
In contest surfing, tell us about your competitive years. You've had some major successes.
Yeah, well, like we said at the start, like 5 years ago, I was pretty shit to be honest. Like,
Okay.
I was always like not bad. Like I was always a good surfer, but I couldn't really put it together in heats.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started to figure it out the last couple of years, and then sort of got more and more consistent. But I feel like that was my thing that I really needed to work on was my consistency. Yeah, last year I had a sick year and just put it all together, and I feel like I've just been building off that this year too.
What is your future in comps? What do you feel like? What path do you want to go down?
I definitely want to go down the path to try and qualify for sure. Like that's
Okay,
my
cool.
ultimate goal. Like don't want to be a free surfer. Obviously, making films on the side is sick. Like you can look up to Yago and John and stuff like that. Who are just like so good in the jersey, and then they're still dropping clips to the side from they're traveling. And then I got a taste of that this year by going to surfer comp and getting it done, getting sick clips on the side, and I feel like that's the way to go. It's just you can compete, and it's like that switch. You can switch off and then go surf and get clips, surf it. But definitely going down the CT path, that's my end goal for sure.
QS then?
I dabbled a bit in the QS this year. I did 2 in Indo. I did pretty good in one of them, and then next year I'll slowly just like keep building up. I won't do them all. Just keep working my way up. You got so long now. Like there's no rush. I feel like just keep focusing on getting better as a surfer and starting to do them when you feel like you can win them. There's no point going in them if you're not going to win.
Okay, good point. Do you think there is too many contests where it can actually unmotivate you? That's what it sounds like you're saying.
Yeah, definitely. You spend so much money on them, especially for us in Australia. We've got to travel all around Asia to do the QS 6000s, and if you do them all and you just have a bunch of like average results, I feel like you can get pretty burnt out and lose that flame.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've seen people like. Yeah, if you don't get results and just lose that longing to surf, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm just gonna just get better and wait for the right time to do them all, and then get good results, and then so you don't you just always have that fire burning inside you.
Okay, that makes sense. Did you have a talk with anybody, your dad or elsewhere, that you can come to this conclusion? Because this seems like pretty mature thought.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've had a lot of people help guide me. We've got a really strong community. Board riders clubs are massive over here, and I'm fortunate to be a part of the Standard Point board riders crew. And I've had heaps of people that have been really good role models for me. But something that I'm going to do next year is go to university and do some QSs and keep studying as well. So then I have a degree. By the time I'm 20, something to fall back on, and then chase it real hard after that. That's my plan.
Good plan. You're probably one of the few guys that are doing that, are doing their education.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. You see that not many kids go to school anymore over here. Like you distance education and go surfing all day. But I feel like that's the biggest point that I've taken out of this is being balanced between having something else than surfing makes you want it more. And it keeps the fire burning. If you got to study for 2 hours and you only can surf for an hour, that hour is way more, like you're way more motivated to get stuff done in it than if you've got all day to surf. And I feel like that's a massive thing for me is just balance between different facets of my life.
Smart. I wouldn't think you'd say this, but I wouldn't think any surfer would say this at your age. So that's good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. I feel like it's a good thing to have.
So how important is school to you? Is it because you need to go or because you like to go?
I feel like so many people now, like there's only 32 spots on the world tour, so not everyone's going to do it. There's so many people that are just throwing all of their eggs into one basket. Like obviously not all of them are going to make it. So I feel like I know that I'm going to give it my best crack to try and make it. So I'm not saying like that, but if like after surfing, after I've already made the tour, that your career is only so short. And not everyone's Kelly. You can't surf till you're 50. So you're going to have another 40 years of like life after competing where you're going to have to work. So I'm more thinking of it like that instead of something to do if I don't make it. Like I feel like I'm going to do everything I can to make it. So then I want to have something to fall back on after I'm done competing on the tour. So I feel like that's why I'm doing it.
It's a good mix of your mom and your dad because your mom's educated and
yeah, for sure. And dad was super smart too. He got into law before he
I didn't know that. Okay.
went onto the tour. So yeah, he had the opportunity to do what I'm doing. Like I got into uni and got a scholarship and stuff like that, and he got the same thing. But he obviously back then it was a bit different. You could start like the tour was easier to get on when you were younger.
Yeah.
So he just went straight into the tour and didn't go to uni. So I'm gonna go to uni and then give it a red hot crack.
Speaking of your dad, it was probably more grindy back than it is today in a different way, I think, maybe. Has he guided you kind of also too? Like, you guys have had
Yeah,
conversations?
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I've spoken to him about that sort of stuff, and he's definitely a good example. He said he burnt out.
Mm.
Like he doesn't really surf that much anymore because he said he surfed so much when he was younger and like doing every comp and stuff like that. I feel like he said he just almost lost that flame by the end of it.
Okay.
Like he probably could have kept competing for another 10 years, like 5 to 10 years, but just didn't really want it that much anymore. So I feel like that's something that I've taken from him is just, yeah, there's no rush to do every single comp in the world. There's just pick and choose and the time will come
Yeah, for sure.
for sure.
All right, personal life, like you had, I guess you said like Mick Fanning and Mason Hill, all these guys are staying at your house. Was it common to have like big names crashing out on the floor at the house?
Yeah, when I was young, Dad, after he stopped competing, became sports manager. So he was managing heaps of crew that was super talented. So yeah, it's pretty common to have people staying at us and we'd go surf. So I feel like I've taken a lot of inspiration from people that used to stay with us, like Ryan Callanan and Jacob Wilcox. Like, yeah, we're pretty fortunate enough to hang out with them when I was young too. So I feel like try and surf like them, and they're such awesome people. So yeah, they're good role models to be around when I was younger.
Was it fun to get like wake up and eat breakfast and go surf with these like some of the legendary guys?
Oh yeah, I thought it was the sickest thing ever. Like you knew there was a swell because someone would be staying, and like it made me so excited to just like go surf and try and like show them that I was like that I was good and stuff. I used to like when I was like 12, and I'd be so keen to just try and like get a sick clip, and they'd be like stoked, and I'd like always hope that they'd follow me on Instagram and stuff like that.
Would
Pretty
they?
funny. No, not really. Yeah,
Oh, that's funny, but it's also a little sad. But
yeah.
are you helping them picking out where we're going to surf that day, or like are they kind of doing their own thing? Like, how did it go?
Dad was pretty dialed in. Like
Okay, he was
he'd
kind of
tell
running
him
as well.
like, yeah, where we go surf, and I'd sort of just tag along and hopefully jag one in amongst them all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
that was sort
sure.
of the way. That was sort of how it went.
Yeah, that's cool. As far as going to other countries and stuff, and are you going mostly for comps, or are you going to adventure around? Are you ever going wave hunting?
Yeah, we did one trip to Indo that was like solely we just went hunting slabs and trying to get sick waves, so that was pretty cool. But that was like I've done Hawaii as well, just experience and stuff like that. Yeah, bit of both, I guess.
What do you feel about Hawaii? You've been there a few times, quite a few times.
Yeah,
I
I've been
think, right?
there, done 3 seasons like properly when I'm surfing, and then I've done like been there heaps when I was younger too.
What made you decide to go to Hawaii and do a season?
Dad was pretty like, yeah, he's like, you got to do it. It's so good for your surfing, and I felt like whenever you come back after a season over there, your surfing just grows exponentially. Just
Really?
surfing, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Surfing good waves and waves with power, and then you come home and surf like subpar waves, and you feel like you're just a different surfer.
What did you feel about the people in the lineups? Were you going out at pipe, or were you surfing more like down the beach a little bit?
I surfed pipe, like tried to surf pipe whenever it broke, and I don't know, it's pretty gnarly. Like it sort of sucked. Like the wave's so good, but the crowd is just ridiculous. But I guess it's just putting in the time, and eventually I guess you'll get the one that you're looking for. It's just in the moment it's pretty frustrating sitting out there for like 6 hours and getting 2 closeouts, but
Yeah.
that's how it goes. Everyone's got to do it. You got to earn your stripes somehow.
And you felt like that was a place you had to prove it?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like obviously like growing up here and being like pretty good in slabs and stuff, I felt like if I just put enough time out there, I'm eventually going to get one, and then just be able to show everyone that I can do it in the big scary stuff.
Did it feel similar to home at all? Or was it
Definitely.
totally opposite? Oh, it did feel like home.
It felt so like felt so similar. Like the way breaks and stuff is super similar to slabs we have here.
Wow, okay. So you were mentally equipped to take some waves of pipe.
Yeah, that was sweet. We had one morning where it was like nobody really out. It was like probably 8 to 10 foot and super like backwashing stuff and weird. Felt pretty comfortable over there. Just felt like home, to be honest.
Do you have any other favorite waves over there? I mean, did you try some of the like Sunset or?
Yeah, Rocky Left was sick. We stayed out the front of Yards last year, so I reckon Yards Left was probably one of my favourite waves too. It's so fun.
Were you mostly looking for the lefts?
No, whatever. Like we surfed Haleiwa a bunch and Sunset. Just
Okay.
everything. Just getting experience in all the different waves over there was pretty important. So,
Were you there when the competitions were going on, when they were doing the pipe and all that, or no?
nah, a bit before we went
Okay.
from like Christmas till the end of January.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
changed the seasons in the last few years. It's hard to even
Yeah, can't keep up
remember.
with all the different dates and stuff. It changes
yeah.
so much.
So going back to comps, you have this QS level, then you have the Challenger Series now, and then of course the Ultimate, where you guys all want to go to,
Yeah.
is the CT. Do you feel like surfing can be showcased in the QS, or do you feel like the better the waves, the bigger the waves, the more showcases how you surf?
It's a double-edged sword for us over here. Like it's super expensive to travel and do the QS regional QS series, but like most of the time we score. Like you would have seen clips of Nias and stuff.
So good.
Like we get pretty sick waves for our QS. Like the Cloud9 comp's on right now, and they're getting super tubed, and yeah, so we're pretty lucky like that. It's just expensive to travel, and obviously you might not score waves. Sometimes it's crappy, but I feel like you can pick and choose. Like I'll probably do those like the Indo leg for sure, and Philippines, but probably won't do Japan, like where the waves are average. Like
Yeah. Do you have goals one day to be like a big wave guy, like not slabs and getting barrel, but maybe like just a big drop, like Waimea or Mavericks or?
oh, not really, to be honest. I feel like that's a different form of surfing in itself.
100%. Yeah,
Like if I'm somewhere like I surf Waimea when we were there,
you did.
yeah, it's like it's super fun, but it's not what excites me. I just it's like
Just a
getting
drop.
yeah, it's fun, but nothing
Okay.
crazy. Yeah.
Were the boards different?
Yeah, we rode a couple. Like it's such a cool experience. It's something that was really sick, and I'd do again for sure. Like Dad was really close with Jeff Bushman, so really fortunate enough to be good friends with them. So we got to me and my best mate Dane. We went over to his house and grabbed a couple of 10-0s that were just laying in the roof at Uncle Bushy. So we just went down to Haleiwa and rode those. And it was so fun.
Explain the day. What's going on in your head before you paddle out of
Oh,
Waimea?
it was so funny. We got off the plane in the morning at like 9 o'clock and then drove to the North Shore and settled in, got everything ready, and then it was like massive. And we're like, oh, where are we going to surf? And we're just like, my mate's got waves, so we just went to Bushy's and grabbed some boards and put them in the truck and just didn't really think about it that much. And just ended up out there and got some fun ones. It wasn't massive. It was like probably 15 foot or something. It was just like good first time out there.
Did you learn anything out there?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, sick just watching all the big dudes sit real deep and go hell for leather. Yeah, it's pretty cool watching that and seeing that, like that other side of surfing and people that just long for that adrenaline of just going, taking a big drop. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
When you're in Hawaii, just traveling around, all the guys that are legends, do you recognize them? Do you know a lot of the surf history, or how much do you know of it?
Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty good with that sort of stuff, like knowing who's who and like the history behind it all. Like I'm pretty educated in that sort of stuff. I find it really intriguing and interesting, like what's going on. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So back in the day, there was magazines and stuff. And I mean, I think there's a few magazines still in Australia, right?
Yeah,
Surf
we have a
magazines?
couple.
Is it important to get in the magazines, you think? I'm thinking about your age bracket. Do you guys care if you get a picture in a mag?
Oh, it's so sick. I feel like that would never die. Like if you got a cover or something, that's still awesome. It holds so much value and it's that can never be taken away from you. So I feel like it's still pretty important.
Do you work with photographers ever? Do you ever go out and do like still shots or anything in the water?
Yeah, definitely when the waves are good here at home, there's always heaps of people shooting. But I feel like most creators shoot video now. Like
Yes.
not many people shoot photos anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of a lost art almost.
Yeah, so sort of. Yeah, it's still real good people that can do both. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
pretty lucky to link up with them.
So you said you like really good kind of heavier waves. Do you like the slabbier waves, or do you like more like point breaks, like just? Or,
I sort of like it all. I love
okay,
getting barreled, and then if we're going to surf a point break and doing heaps of turns, and I feel like it's a good mixture of everything. Like if the waves are sick tubing, I'm stoked. If it's like fun as like beachies and points. Like, yeah, it doesn't really. I'm not really. Don't really care.
So after these like next few years of schooling, and you're sprinkling in surfing, what's going to change in your life at that point?
Hopefully, I do good in the QS, and then hopefully, it just happens quickly. Like, yeah,
Okay.
because you can see that for some people, it's like a real long process doing the QS and then doing the Challenger and then qualifying. So,
I mean, some of these guys are on and off tour for years.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I guess you're not there yet. You're so young. Like, not that young, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, still got a long time to do all
To
that.
make decisions, I guess.
Yeah.
As it all goes down. Do you like having the pressure of making decisions in life, being a young man?
Yeah, I feel like it's really beneficial for you. Just the earlier you are to start making decisions for yourself, the more equipped you are when you get older in life. You don't have to, you're not going to feel frazzled or something when you have to make a big decision because you've already dealt with like pressure and things like that when you're younger, when
Okay.
it has less consequences.
That's a good point. Yeah, see, you're very smart. A lot of people should talk to you, I think, actually.
Oh,
Because I think a lot of these younger guys they got surf on the brain and it kind of stops there until they.
Yeah,
I mean, and I'm just speaking
sure.
from bullshit for me. I don't know for sure. On free surfs, are you pushing your surfing more and then bringing that back to comps? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I've done a lot of work with Andy King coaching, and that's something that he's always said is like if you surf at 110% in your free surfs and you and then you can dial it back to 90% in a comp, then that's your old 100%. So that's a good philosophy that I've tried to like sort of work on, and is like pushing yourself to get to fall on in free surfs, and then when you dial it back, your completions are on things that you would have used to fall on.
Okay.
I feel like that's how you can progress pretty quick. Is just like that dialing it up and then being able to go back, and then what you go back to is your old 110%. That's his method for progression.
Do you try like extreme things where you have no chance of making just to see what happens? Let's take a big air or something.
Yeah, if I get a big section, I'll try like something that I see other people do on social media and stuff like that and see where you're
Okay.
at. But I feel like definitely sessions where you just like put it together and feel heaps good, and then there's sessions where you go try new things and it's different.
You ever bummed out like you did something super sick, like a big old turn or something that even blew your mind that you tried it and it worked?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%. And you're like, oh no way, I just did that, and then tell people that you did, and they're like, oh no way. You don't
Yeah, you
believe
need
me. It's just like,
video proof, right? And you didn't
yeah,
have
exactly.
Oh,
Nah,
bummer.
yeah, all the time.
completion rates of like big turns and stuff. As you're progressing in heats, does your surfing turn up or is it full blast heat one?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that's something I've learned this year is like, I guess when you're in the round one and you're against people that aren't necessarily as good as you, don't need to surf at 100%.
Okay.
There's no point getting 2.8s in round one if you don't need to. Like that's
Yes.
something that I've really taken away from contests this year is like you want to be peaking in the final. That's when you want to be getting the 2.8s, and I feel like that sort of answers your question is
Yes.
building up throughout the contest is definitely more important than just going hell for leather in round one.
Good point. And then also, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, you tell me what your thoughts are. If you hold back something, you have something to show the judges later on. Do you think the judges can get tired of how someone surfs, no matter how good they are, if it's easy for them? Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah. I guess Ethan Ewing's a good example for that. Like some of the turns that he does is so critical, and like no one else is really doing it, but he makes it almost look too easy that he doesn't get scored too high.
Yeah.
And I guess that's something that, I don't know. I feel like once you have a scale set, like WSL's like speed, power, flow, you can't really dock someone for doing it right if they do it.
Right.
Like just doing it too much. I feel like that, can't really do that.
But you don't think the judges also look at someone that's not as good as Ethan does something that they normally don't do and get a higher score because
He's doing it a bunch, yeah. Definitely, it's a weird concept, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's probably psychological and they don't even know they're doing it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, properly. Yeah,
And I've seen heats like that and you're like, I don't know, but okay.
definitely.
What do you feel about judging and judges?
I would hate to be a judge. It would suck. Just like, you're always going to piss someone off. obviously you try and be super unbiased and follow a scale and a criteria, but then like someone's always getting the short end of the straw. Not everyone can get through every heat, so
No.
it's just a job that you got to be strong in your opinions and knowing what's right, I guess. But
Yeah.
yeah, it sucked. I would hate that.
Well, have you ever judged?
Yeah, just at like local board riders and stuff.
Yeah, no, that's good though, right?
Yeah, it's good to
Kinda-
see.
You're right.
Like, I guess it's good to know what they're looking for. Like when you
Right.
put yourself in their shoes and stuff like that. It's definitely beneficial in those smaller things to know, like, for it to translate to bigger contests. Like, you know what they're looking for when they set a scale.
Right. And then in judging it from the outside, it looks pretty easy. But if you go and actually judge, you got to watch the whole lineup. You got to write down.
Oh, yeah.
You got multiple things going on that we don't think about as we're watching TV and yelling at judges.
Yeah, there's so much going on.
And no
Feel
playback
so bad for them.
for you
No.
guys at the beach.
Yeah, exactly. I guess the CT and stuff, you got replays and
Yeah. Yeah.
board riders, you miss someone's wave, they come up the hill so angry and you're just like, I was doing priority. You're just like, it's too much going on for me.
Yeah. So you got to respect the judges, but also, yeah, I think there is some human mistakes that happened within judging.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Have you ever felt like you got robbed during a heat?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like everyone feels like they've got robbed, but whether you actually did or not is a different question. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. I feel like, it's always going to happen to you where you draw the short end of the straw. It's just sometimes you draw the right end of the straw where someone else should have got through. It's like, yeah,
Okay.
it's whatever. Sometimes luck's going to be on your side and sometimes it's not. You can't change that.
Yeah. If it's a close heat too, it can go either way. So you got to make sure you're smoking everyone in the heat.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like that. The age-old tale is you don't want to make it close. You want to be the standout surfer, so then there's no room for subjectivity. If someone's going to score someone else high, you just want to be the better surfer on the day, so they've got no reason to not put you through the heat.
Yeah, for sure. You spoke of Kelly before. Will there ever be another Kelly Slater in the history of surfing?
Maybe. I feel like there'll definitely be more people that can surf until they're older with how good recovery and stuff like that is in gym and how dialed in everyone is in the tour now with eating, nutritionists, physios and stuff like that. So I feel like we could see careers span longer, but I feel like the overall level of the tour has risen so much. Everyone's a good surfer. Everyone can beat anyone on their day. Not who gets lucky, but who can like deal with the pressure. So I feel like, we probably won't see someone win as many world titles as Kelly did. I don't really think it's possible anymore.
Back in the day, they said no one would ever get 4 in a row, like Mark Richards.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Kelly comes along and changed it all.
So who knows? We might see it again, but
We might.
not sure.
I don't. Yeah. We'll wait to see. History will tell us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You said you work out and you do all these other things along with your surfing. And I know it does help surfing, but can it be too much, doing too much for surfing? Exercise and planning and...
Yeah, there's definitely like a line. The age-old thing is the only way you're going to improve your surfing is by surfing more. The more you surf, the better you get. But I feel like there's so much other things that you can do to help boost your level of progression. Like the only way you're going to get better is if you surf more. But if you work on all the other facets of your body and stuff like that, your progression is going to happen faster. Okay. So I feel like they work hand in hand. Like nothing's going to take over the amount of times that I surf in a day in the water. Like that's always number one. But like training in the gym, like a set amount of work and is going to better. Like if you know you're going to have to show up 4 times a week at a certain time, that's going to help you with your routines and your habits, and that's going to help you with your mindset, and then that's going to better yourself as a person, and then your progression is going to be faster because you're believing in yourself. Like I feel like it all works hand in hand. What
are some of the things you work on out of the water?
I'm a big believer in mindset. I love reading books and stuff like that. I'm really fortunate enough to have a personal trainer that's helped me so much, and I feel like that's where I found improvement in my surfing since I started working with him. Training in the gym 3 times a week, and then using mindset and stuff like that to help better yourself as a person, have a stronger head so then you don't crumble under pressure. I feel like that's important too, especially for heat surfing.
Is your personal trainer a surfer also?
Yeah, he loves it. Yeah, he loves surfing, but he's not like professional surfer.
Right,
he's just someone that has that froth.
Do you think that's important if you're working with insiders? Like, do they need to be a surfer?
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely important for a personal training sense. Like, there's so many mechanics that someone outside of it wouldn't know or understand. But because, like, obviously he's doing the same thing and he's trying to better me as a surfer, so we train specific parts of your body that are going to help you in surfing, where someone outside of the sport wouldn't necessarily do that.
Are you an athlete or are you a surfer? Or
I feel like I'm an athlete. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at old surfer magazines, and I don't know if you ever have or not, like old surfing, whatever, tracks, magazines, whatever. Back in the day, the pro surfers 30 years ago maybe weren't like you are today.
Yeah. Well, you can look at my dad. He's the best example of it ever.
I didn't want to say that, but
Yeah, he's a surfer. He wasn't an athlete, that's for sure.
yeah. Did the surfing world need that start off as just regular guys surfing
Yeah. I feel
to make
like,
it where we are today?
yeah, 100%. Like, the love of it started from there, and then as it's turned into more of a sport and a profession, Mick Fanning really changed the game with he was the first one to start,
Yeah.
like, fully stretching, training in the gym, working on mindset and stuff like that. And I feel like that's where we saw the change from it being people like classifying surfing as a hobby to now it being in the Olympics, and like, it's a professional career, and people, you got to be an athlete to be at the top of your game.
I agree. We want to watch the athletes. Do you think that personality wise, I wanted to get it from your perspective,
Yep.
we lose a little bit of something with athletes versus the guy that's
Yeah.
smoking a couple of packs of cigarettes before they go paddles out?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like you're definitely going to lose that. Like, it's like with golf, you got John Daly, and
Yes.
there's some people that are so gifted and don't really like give a shit, but they're just really good at it. And you just like imagine if this guy trained, how good he would be. But there's some people that are super robotic and like everything's like that. But then the people that are still working their heart, like working so hard out of the water and then ripping in the water and just being a good human, and that shows through. Like Connor O'Leary, and I feel like the Aussie crew are pretty good. Like, they've got good sense of humor, and you can see their personality, and they're more than a surfer. Like, that's what it is being more than just a surfer. You want to be a
Yes.
well-rounded person and like a holistic. There's more than you than just surfing. That's what's
Yeah.
super important for me.
I like that a lot. Do you have any other sports that you really like playing?
Yeah, growing up, I'd gone through school. I represented the school in like every sport possible. That's
Oh,
something
really?
that's changed me. Is like, I feel like that's why I'm an athlete more than a surfer. Like, I had to choose between playing high level rugby league and surfing when I was like 14, and yeah, chose surfing instead. I love playing like touch footy and running and stuff like that now. Or like, just love playing sport, love being outside.
Do you still watch these other sports on television?
Yeah, I'm a diehard rugby league fan and
Okay,
local
okay.
team. Yeah, all I love. Just love the atmosphere and actually learning from other sports and taking that into surfing for sure.
Are you watching for it, or it just kind of comes to you like, oh shit, I saw that, and I'm going to put this in my life?
I don't know. I feel like, yeah, you can take different things from different sports if you look for it, but I feel like it can just happen to.
Let's say when you get on a Challenger Series, or even maybe you get like later on in life, you get a wild card. But this is before you get on tour.
Yeah.
Would there be a dream heat, someone you want to beat really bad in today's crew of on CTers?
Yeah. I feel like someone that's had the most like impression on me as a surfer was definitely Ryan Callanan.
Okay.
Just hanging with him so much, and I know he fell off tour this year, so hopefully he can re-qualify through his CS and then get back on the CT. But he's someone that I'd love to have a heat against. Is just be Ryan for sure.
Do you feel like certain nations or regions surf differently, like an Australian versus like an American?
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty evident in our QS series over here. Like, Australians have a heaps different style and type of surfing compared to like the Japanese competitors. It's just stems from the ways that you usually surf and how like the coaches try and coach you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a massive part of it. Is like, yeah, where you live is how you surf, I guess. Different embedded way of surfing.
Do you have a favorite pro right now on the CT? Who is your favorite?
I don't really think I have one favourite surfer. I like to look at a bunch of them and take different parts, but probably my two favourites right now on the tour is probably Yago and Connor O'Leary.
Connor,
Yeah.
yeah, his backside's so good.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. He's amazing.
When you get on the CT later on in life, do you like the current format or do you like the last few years format? Do you like the final five? I guess I'm asking.
Nah, Final Fight. Nah, I don't like that at all. It's just that diminishes the whole year. Like the person that
Yeah.
is the best surfer throughout 11 events can lose it in one day. Just
Hmm.
doesn't seem right. So I'm stoked that it's going back to the way it was. It's how surfing should be, finishing at Park, finishing like in the mecca of surfing, and feel like that's going to draw back in. Like from a business point of view, that's more important than viewership is holding the way that surfing should be, and that's going to ultimately gain more
Hmm.
respect for the WSL and more sponsorship, like as a business for sure.
Two are coming up this year, and I can't remember them all, but they're basically the same ones every year. Would you have a preference to what contest you could do the best?
Yeah, I'd love to surf cloud break and
Mm.
chopes. Cloud breaks look sick, and snapper. Like I love snapper as well.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
semi close to home. It's not close to home, but it's you can get there.
Yeah, exactly. Been there, surfed there so much, and it's
Yeah.
just such a good wave. I'd love to surf a heat out there.
What looks more alluring to you, Cloud Break or Chopu?
I don't know. They're both, I guess they're sort of similar, but probably cloudy. Cloudy looks
Okay.
like just so perfect when it's good, and same as chopes. I don't know. I probably couldn't really decide between the two.
Okay.
If I could get to throw in a jersey and go to either one, I'd be stoked.
Okay. So let's say it's big Chopu. Are you going to be scared? Do you think?
I guess yeah, everyone's scared for sure,
Hmm.
but it's just that comfortability with pushing through the fear. When you push through fear, that's when you grow in confidence as a person, and that's where you see growth. If someone says they're not scared, they're lying. Like everyone's got something that's making them scared, but it's just the people that can push that to the side and know that the only way they get better is if you push through fear and put your head over the ledge on one. Is that's when you can see the real people.
And from your perspective, looking at your QS, the Challenger series, do you feel like they should, and they're kind of starting to do it, put the Challenger waves are getting better for the event. It doesn't show a lot of good surfers their full potential surfing beach breaks.
Yeah, definitely. The schedule is it's really hard looking at it from WSL's perspective. Like Sakurema sucks, like it's so bad, but they got to
Right.
have it on tour because there's 100,000 people on the beach. You don't get that at any other location
Right.
around the world. So I think that's just something that you got to adapt to and know that's not every comp's going to be perfect. And I guess that's when you like being a really well-rounded surfer and is when you'll see like you'll get good results everywhere, not just like at specific locations.
Is it hard to be a well-rounded surfer?
No, I don't think so. It's just
Okay.
that motivation and drive to go surfing when it's shit, just in
Hmm.
case you surf a comp at Sakarima and it's 2-footed and it's onshore like finals day. I feel like everything's transferable. Like your effort you put in when you don't want to do it, you're better your chances if you do have to surf like real shit waves for a comp.
And I think most comps you surf a lot of shitty waves,
Yeah,
even as a
yeah,
Grom, all the way through the years.
yeah. The Grom comps are always you get lucky if it's over 3 foot.
Yeah.
So it's yeah.
Is there any up and coming Groms in your local region?
Yeah, for sure. One of my best friends, Taj, he's so good, such a good surfer. And then you got other kids that are heaps younger than that, like Parrish's young kid, Yaden, and then this other Saxon King. Like that, we're so blessed, and I'm just trying to be a good role model for the younger kids and help them like get to where they want to be and surf good waves and just enjoy it all. But they're definitely a couple of names to watch out for.
In your amateur career, you've been injured a couple times. So how
Yeah.
did you get through that? And some of them were kind of bad.
Yeah, definitely. That one injury in Hawaii is
Yeah.
pretty funny.
I don't know. I wouldn't think it's funny, but okay.
Looking back on it, it's pretty funny. Like
Okay,
that's
looking
just
back.
so
All right,
so
there you go.
random. But yeah, getting through it, I guess, being out of the water for so long and like being so injured and just like hating everything made me just appreciate how lucky I was in that, like to just do what I do and just to go surfing. And but I guess that's when it also like came in like how you got to be balanced. You got to be more than a surfer. There's got to be more than you to that because when you're injured, you can't say like like you're not surfing. So what else can you do? So I feel that's something that I really learned from that. And then yeah, that's when I got into my training, like in the gym, real hard. Is just to injury prevention. Like it helps so much.
Yeah.
Like the more you train your legs, the stronger they get, so the less likely you are to get injured, and then the stronger you are in the water. So that's when I found a lot of like passion for that too.
Was it hard to push through during the injury, like early on?
Yeah, definitely. Like when you look at, you get given, the doctor says, yo, you're out for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
The first like 4 weeks is like, oh, got another 4 weeks to go before I can get in the water again. But then, yeah, each day is another step. Like you just get closer. But yeah, it definitely sucks. You got to find other things that can pass the time, and yeah, just to keep the fire burning, I guess.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty easy to lose it.
You get the thumbs up from the doctor your first session back in the water. Are you surfing conservative? Are you just trying to get your feet back? Like, what's going on?
I was just out there to enjoy it, just to take it all in and just be like, oh, I'm so stoked to be back in the water. Like, just be grateful that you can go to that, and then, yeah, just sort of cruise and then just work your way back up to where you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be rough, especially as a young man. Going back to the movie, Mark Absent, you were doing a fundraiser so you can get in the ISA. So what's going on with that?
Last year, I won the Australian Championship, the Australian Under 18 titles.
Congrats.
It was actually at home, where I live, and then I won the series rankings as well. So I double qualified to represent Australia this year at the ISA Junior Games. So we premiered Marked Absent. We thought it was a good idea to also like have it as a fundraiser to help raise money to get me to the ISA Games, which are in the start of December in Peru. That's what's next to me. I've just been building towards that and just getting my body sorted and getting everything right, so I have the best chance of winning that.
And so you are going for sure, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'll be there.
What's your thoughts of Peru and surfing?
I don't know. I've never been, but it looks so sick. Lots of left point breaks, so yeah, it looks psycho.
Like magic for you.
Pretty excited. Yeah, exactly. It looks so fun. Yeah.
And the Mark Absent, where you guys did the fundraiser, how badass was that party? It looked from outside.
Sick.
It looks so fun.
Oh, so so sick to have such a like community that's so good and so supportive of me, and then that also like everyone just loves surfing and loves to surf and be around it. So that makes me feel super grateful that where I live and just the support that I get from everyone. Is
surfing huge in this community, or is there a lot of people that don't surf?
It's massive. Like so many people surf. You just
too many?
No, not too many.
That's fair.
Where we live, there's only like a 10-kilometer range between the mountain range, like the escarpment, and the ocean. Mm-hmm. So everyone lives within like 10 kilometers of the ocean. So you sort of have no excuse. Like everyone's at the beach in summer all day. And so I think there's so many people that surf. So it's a sick community to be a part of. What's
the future of surfing what's going to change in surfing? Is anything going to happen in the next decade or two, do you see?
I definitely think something's going to happen with wave pools. I feel like there'll be something that will happen there. But I feel like nothing can beat it at its roots. Like traveling the world to get good waves in the ocean will always hold more value than doing a massive trick in a wave pool. Like if you do the same trick in the ocean, then it's always going to be better than doing it in a wave pool in a confined space. But I feel like that's where surfing will probably change within wave pools. But I'm not really for that.
Do you like wave pools?
They're a novelty. They're sick for a bit, but then they just get repetitive and you lose the feeling. Like you don't.
Oh, you do.
Like it makes it more interesting to chase a section in the ocean, like instead of getting it. It's like I don't know. It's a double-edged sword again. Like they're so good for practicing and training, but if you can get the same section and do the same trick in the ocean, you'd be way more stoked than if you landed in a pool.
When Stab does their event in the pool, are you watching that also, or is that not
for sure?
Thing? Oh, you are still watching it. Okay.
Like the Stab High events, they're so sick. Like I feel like they're a sick blend of competition and free surfing, and like little one-off events like that will help benefit surfing as a whole, I reckon, because they'll draw in a bigger audience because it's so entertaining. That's the same as that. Like I don't know if you know, but the Australian Board Riders Battle, like the national, like the finals that we have here in Australia,
it's so sick. I watch it here. It's great.
It's the best. It's the best event of the year.
Yeah,
like you just get so many people on the hill watching because it's not just surfing. There's the run. It's the tag
the fucking runs.
It's amazing. Like
who hurt his foot this year? I can't remember. Someone hit their foot on the rock.
Mikey Madonna, like broke his ankle or something.
Dude, it was gnarly
on the run. Yeah, so like I feel like those sort of one-off events where blend of surfing and other sports will help gain more traction. But I love
Yeah.
watching like stab high and stuff like that. It's so cool. Going back to like watching traditional CTs, like sick too.
Back to the board riders real quick though. I can see them putting one of the board riders, whatever club, just no name,
Yeah.
puts the guy that riffs but drinks a 12-pack of beer every night, you know?
Yeah.
And then he's trying to run up the it's great.
Run up the hill. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
And he's dying.
It's such a good contest.
I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
One day, hopefully, it's something like it'll be like a WSL event where they do something similar. But then again, maybe not. Maybe they need
Yeah,
to
for
keep it
sure.
raw. Keep it raw.
I don't know. I guess like the Usher Cup's pretty good too. Like
Okay.
it's not the same. It doesn't have the same passion like where the American clubs come over
Yes.
and we surf at Snapper. But
Yeah, they
Nothing
invite a
will-
couple over.
yeah, nothing will beat like the board riders battle. It's just
It's so good.
that's my favorite day of the year. It's amazing.
Yeah, right on. Okay, back to the ISA real quick though.
Yeah.
Do you understand the ISA as a competitor? Because as most people I talk to, even other competitors, because there's so many repo heats and all these weird ways that you get disqualified, you lose, and then you're back in.
Yeah.
But you got to surf
I
80
know.
rounds. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I guess it's just such a massive contest with so many people in it. It's not necessarily about being the best surfer. Like in the comp, you just got to be the one that can get it done in every heat and not fall into the repo charge because you have to surf so many more heats. So I
Okay.
feel like it's a good comp to show like mental strength because you surf so many heats and it'll be pretty easy to. Like I've never done it before, so I'm just looking from an outside perspective.
Yeah.
But like looking in, like surfing so many heats, you can get pretty worn down. But it's just someone that if you keep that flame burning and the desire to win is strong enough, then I feel like you can get the job done.
Do you think ISA is very important to have versus WSL or some of these other?
It's definitely a stepping stone. Like, no, it's something that if you win, no one can take that away from you. Like, yeah, like the under 18 World Junior Champ, like it holds massive value. It's a career, like it's something to build off.
Okay.
It's not a be all and end all.
Sammy Lowe, thank you so much for coming on the QuiverCast, man. Learned a lot. I'm glad to finally meet you, and I'm hoping the best for you. And I think you're a smart guy. It's gonna happen for you for sure.
Yeah.
And you rip hard.
Thanks heaps. Mike's been sick to have a chat with you. It's been awesome. Yeah. Thanks heaps for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right, everybody. This is Mike and Sammy Lowe. We are out of here.
You go left, I go right. Man, this wave is out of sight. Going surfing, going surfing, going surfing with friends. Ride this wave to the shore. Paddle out, I'm gonna catch 10 more. Going surfing, going surfing, going surfing with friends. I don't care if it's wrong or right. I'm gonna do it all day. I'm gonna do it all night. I'm going surfing. I'm going surfing. Going surfing with friends. Rocking up on my way. It's a beautiful day. I'm going surfing. I'm going surfing. Going surfing with friends.